Like even earlier when we were like having our pre-production meeting and me getting confused why I graduated in 2018 in my secondary school and Sophia graduated in not 2018.
Wait.
That's
15.
Okay,
2018 was uni.
basically Jem thought that she finished sixth form in like 2015,
which
and
I
then,
did, but I didn't realize we were talking about secondary school.
But then I was like, oh, I finished in like 2014, and she's like, you're older than me. And I was like, no, when's your birthday? And then like we were like calculating it, and like Jem's technically 3 months older than me, so we were like, huh? But then it's because basically Jem also included her sixth form time because like her school and sixth form are together, but I went to college after I went to girls.
Wait,
I mean, like,
oh, sorry, but that just means because I calculated sixth form as well in as secondary school. So that means I've been out of secondary school for 9 years.
Yeah, that's why I was like
a long ass time.
No, that's
because like, I'm older than you, Sophia. So.
Yeah, so when you said to me,
that's why I
7
got
years,
confused.
I was looking at you like, you're older than me. I don't remember you being like a year older than me.
Oh, it's too early, clearly.
It's too early.
But Sunny recently finished.
just finished.
Sixth form.
So let's like backtrack, and I'm curious to know all of you guys as to like why you ended up at an all-girls school, and see whether we will have the same reasons. I suspect we do. We'll have the same. Yeah.
The reason being because we're Asian.
I was like determined to go to a mixed school, like determined. And then me and my parents were literally having like a whole debate about schools because they were like, oh, you should really go to this girls' school, like it's renowned, like it's so good, like you could do the best that you can. And I'm like, but why? I could do the best that I can at a mixed school.
Yeah.
And then literally it went through a point where like my parents were going to other people for opinions to tell and persuade me, and I was like, what is the point of this? Like,
not experience, but as in like lack of interaction with boys. For me personally, it just made me like a lot more like boy crazy and curious about them. I literally was just like the bus into school, and there'd be like boys from the boys' school that was next to mine, and I just like stare. So cute.
What a creep.
Yeah, I was a full-on like stalker.
And basically I was sitting in one of the classrooms, and then the window looks over the main gate, so we were, and then I think a guy walked through the gate and everyone was at the window, and I'm not even exaggerating. I was like, you guys act as if he's like some like peculiar specimen that you've never seen before. Like, what?
What is that? Oh my
Like,
god!
I was like, guys, they're humans too. Oh my god, it stressed me out. It was really rare for me to have an Asian in like my schools. I was like maybe like 1 of 5, 6 or something in my school. And there was this one girl who's also Asian who happens to be in my class, and everyone used to like assume that we were related, or there was like weird weird rumors. Like, I think I felt so sorry for the girl. Like, someone was like, oh, she's marrying her brother. I'm like, what? Like, I just it gave me such a headache because I just didn't understand. Like, it really kind of showed how close-minded people were at my school, and I just didn't vibe with that.
So I think that was the difficulty with my school, because it didn't make any sense. You're teaching us to be feminists and be strong women, but then also telling us that like, but if you're this kind of woman, sounds kind of bad. So it was good in some points, but also very problematic in other points. But I think that was more, rather than it be the girls' school side of things, it was more the Catholic side of things.
It was really cool that your school really empowered you women, because I don't really have any memory of my school doing that.
So yeah, and they knew like, oh, I was that one person in the group who studied and who did her homework. So really, I was just there, like, you know, in those American high school films, they take on the not so popular kid or like the new kid just for them to like use her as like, to do their homework and projects. So I was that.
Wait, they used you to do their homework?
Yeah, copy my homework, that sort of thing. And here's me like, oh yeah, they like me, like I'm one of them. Like through them, I'll be able to like get more followers on Insta, etc., etc., etc.
If I found it somewhat difficult, I mean, actually, I personally didn't find it too difficult in secondary school, but for those who did, and like now social media is being mixed into that, I can imagine how much pressure like I was going through.
I'm thankful that we didn't go through that, because being in a girls' school and comparing yourself in real life with women, and then having social media on top of that, oh my gosh, like
it's the worst, honestly. It's the worst, especially like
as hard as it is because of social media and everything right now. I think it's so important to live the life that you want to and not caring about how people think of you, because that later in the day, these people, you probably never see these people again. I don't know about you, but like I don't really stay in contact with my secondary school friends. Like a few of them I do. None. But like honestly, like it's a whole new world once you leave secondary school, and it's not meeting.
Don't look for external validation like that. Honestly does not matter.
It doesn't do anything in the long term. If you're around people that are right for you, you will have a much happier life, and also they won't judge you, that you can be yourself. So find yourself some good girls. Ultimately, you are a strong ass woman. Like I hope your school shows you that you can achieve anything you put your mind to. If your school doesn't tell you that, I'm telling you that you can do it. Bitch, you're great. That's my advice.